Welcome to Drive and Reviews. And before you blink, before your heart even understands what your eyes are seeing, ask yourself one question. What happens when Mercedes doesn't build a car, but builds a dream on two wheels? What you're looking at right now is not just a superbike, it's a statement. It's silence before a storm. It's confidence shaped in metal and emotion. This is the Mercedes Superbike, a machine that feels less like transportation and more like a promise. A promise that speed can be elegant, power can be controlled, and technology can feel human. And I want you to stay with me till the end. Because somewhere in this story, you'll ask yourself, would I ride this or would it ride me? Look at it standing there, calm, composed, almost breathing, like a predator that doesn't need to prove anything. The exterior speaks first, because it always does. That deep metallic green paint isn't loud, it's sophisticated. Like a tailored suit worn by someone who knows they're powerful. Without saying a word, the gold wheels glisten, not to show off, but to remind you of heritage, luxury, and performance merging into one emotion. The front fascia looks sharp, focused, almost intelligent. Those LED eyes don't just light the road, they stare into your ambition. They ask, how far are you willing to go? The body lines flow like liquid wind, sculpted not only for speed, but for beauty. Every curve feels intentional, every angle feels calculated, and yet nothing feels cold. It feels alive. You can imagine the air slicing past it. Like silk, you can imagine the sound, even in silence, that low mechanical heartbeat, waiting to be unleashed. The carbon accents whisper motorsport, while the polished metal parts remind you, this is still Mercedes. This is craftsmanship, not chaos. The exhaust placement feels purposeful, compact, powerful, like a clenched fist holding back thunder. Now imagine walking around it slowly. Your pulse rises because you realize this isn't mass-produced. This feels rare, like something you weren't supposed to see up close. And that alone makes you want it more. The tires are wide, confident, gripping the floor like they already trust the road. The suspension gleams with precision, promising stability, even when fear tries to take over. And before we even ride it, ask yourself, when was the last time a motorcycle made you feel respected just by looking at it? Now step closer, because this is where the connection becomes personal. Interior, the moment you sit on it, everything changes. The seat doesn't just support you, it welcomes you, like it knows your weight, your posture, your intention. It's firm where it needs to be, soft where it matters. Long rides, short sprints, city lights, or endless highways. This seat feels like it understands fatigue and comfort in equal measure. Your hands fall naturally onto the handlebars, and instantly there's a sense of control, not dominance, but partnership. The cockpit surrounds you gently, like a protective cocoon. The digital display lights up, clean, minimal, but powerful, showing you everything without overwhelming you. Speed, ride modes, navigation, performance data, all laid out like a calm conversation. Instead of a noisy argument, the materials feel premium. Smooth metals, soft touch surfaces, subtle textures, nothing cheap, nothing accidental. You don't feel like you're sitting on a machine. You feel like you're sitting inside an idea. Your knees tuck into the tank perfectly, creating a locked-in feeling that boosts confidence. Even before the engine starts, the foot pegs are placed just right, aggressive enough to feel sporty, relaxed enough to feel humane, and in that moment, a quiet thought enters your mind. I could ride this for hours. I could ride this forever. Now imagine pressing the start button. The engine comes alive, not screaming, but speaking, a deep, refined growl that vibrates through your body, not violently, but reassuringly, like a heartbeat syncing with yours. And suddenly, the interior isn't just a place, it's an experience, a sanctuary moving through space. Now roll forward, and let's talk about what it feels like on the road, because that's where truth lives. The first twist of the throttle is smooth, linear, and addictive. Power comes in waves, not punches. You don't feel thrown, you feel guided. Acceleration builds confidently, pushing you back just enough to remind you you're alive, but never enough to scare you. Unless you ask for it, the road melts away beneath you. Corners approach and disappear. With grace, the chassis feels balanced, almost intuitive, like it knows what you want. Before you do, lean into a turn, and it responds instantly, carving lines. With surgical precision, braking is sharp, controlled, reassuring. Those high-performance brakes bite hard, but communicate clearly through the lever. You always know how much you have left. The suspension absorbs imperfections, like they don't matter, turning rough roads into smooth stories. At high speeds, the bike feels planted, stable, almost serene. Wind protection is subtle, but effective, letting you enjoy speed without fighting it. And in slower moments, city traffic, tight spaces, it remains, can also be practical. And here's the question. Would you trust this bike with your fear? Because it feels like it already trusts you. Now let's talk technology, because this is where Mercedes truly leaves its signature. This bike is packed with intelligent systems, ride modes that adapt to weather, mood, and skill level, traction control that works quietly in the background, like a guardian angel, lean-sensitive ABS that keeps you safe without killing the thrill, launch control, quick shifter, seamless up and down, making every gear change feel like a thought, not an action. Connectivity features integrate your phone, navigation, music, music, calls, without distraction. All controlled intuitively. From the handlebar buttons, the software feels polished, responsive, like it was designed by people who ride, not just engineers in offices. Advanced sensors constantly read the road, your speed, your lean angle, adjusting power delivery in real time. And the beauty is, you don't feel the tech working. You just feel confident, safer, faster, smoother. It's technology that respects emotion, not replaces it. Now let's address the question everyone is thinking, the price. Because dreams always come with numbers, while exact figures may vary, depending on market and configuration. This Mercedes Superbike would likely sit in the premium segment, easily crossing into the territory where motorcycles stop being purchases and start being investments. This is not a budget machine. This is not for everyone. And it's not trying to be, you're paying for design, heritage, performance, exclusivity, and that feeling that every ride is an event. Every stoplight becomes a conversation. Every garage becomes a gallery. When you think about what you're getting, the craftsmanship, the technology, the emotional connection, the price starts to feel less like a cost and more like an entry ticket into a different world. And now let me ask you something personal. Imagine an early morning, empty road, the sun just rising, the city still asleep. You're on this bike, engine humming softly beneath you. The air is cool, your mind is clear, and for a moment, everything makes sense. Would you choose comfort or adrenaline? Would you choose logic or desire? Because this Mercedes Superbike doesn't force you to choose, it gives you both, and that's what makes it special. It's not the fastest on paper, it's not the loudest in sound, but it might be the one that stays with you long after the ride ends, because at the end of the day, we don't remember numbers, we remember feelings, and this machine feels like confidence, elegance, and control, wrapped into one rolling sculpture. So tell me honestly, would you ride it, or would you just stand there staring? And welcome to Drive and Reviews, where riding is more than motion, it's emotion.